What's up, YouTube? Capital G here. Another DN dual commentary. I think my opponent's rating is 1305. I get first, testing my Spelly stun once again. I've got Heavy Storm, Solemn Judgment, Breaker, Starlight Road, Jogan, and Kaiku. I was really thinking about playing Kaiku turn 1, but I decided to go ahead and summon Jogan just in case I was playing against Mermill or Elemental Dragons. It's probably just a little bit better of a turn 1 play. I go ahead and I set my Heavy Storm as a bluff, Solemn and Starlight Road. Obviously, the Starlight Road was great because he happened to have that Heavy Storm turn 1. I'm going to chain my Starlight Road so I get protection from the storm. I don't get a Stardust, but I still get my necessary 1-for-1, and his Heavy Storm has been burned for the game. He summoned Sabersaurus, which I'm going to blast that with Solemn Judgment. It sucks that Jogan's stats are so low, but I guess it's a necessary evil. He sets 3, which really bodes well for me because now I'm just going to return the favor and I'm going to Heavy Storm him when he has 3 cards in his back row. Luckily for me, he does not have Starlight Road, and I believe he said that he was going to chain Evac Device here, and I was like, okay, I'll let that slide. So he gets rid of Forbidden Dress, Bottomless, and Evac Device. I just go ahead and summon Breaker right now because it's got really impressive stats. Not only can he not set a card in his back row, but with Solemn Warning backing it up, like I'm in a really good position. He summons Heliotrope, which of course is going to fall right into my Solemn Warning, and then it's like he has 1 card in hand, and if it's a trap, I'm just going to blow it up. So he really can't put anything on the board, and I just feel like I'm in a really good position. I end up top decking Prideful Roar, which was great because now instead of summoning Kaiku, I can go ahead and summon Jogan, just in case he happens to top like Monster Reborn or Rescue Rabbit or something like that. I go ahead and I hit him for, I believe, 2100 damage. I think Jogan has a 200 attack. And I go ahead and I set my Prideful Roar. He top decks the Thunderbird, which I'm like awesome because you can't use that guy in the damage step. So yeah, whatever. He attacks in the Jogan. I play Prideful Roar, and he's going to eat 300 damage. I have to pay a lot of life points, and actually he has the life point lead. But as far as advantage goes, I mean, I'm just killing this guy. He has 1 card and he can't commit. So now I draw another Prideful Roar, which was awesome because, it keeps my monster protected. And Breaker and Kaiku are just going to finish the game off exactly. I had 200 more damage in case I needed it. And even if I didn't, I could have just put Jogan in defense mode and set my Prideful Roar. So, yep, I got that game. And let's see if we've got more duels with Spelly Stun. What's up, YouTube? Capital G here, another DN dual commentary. My opponent's rating is 1344. Playing my Spelly Stun again. This all happened earlier today. I get first in this duel, and I have a pretty good opening hand. I've got Breaker, Evac Device, Secret Village, Bottomless Trap Hole, Monster Reborn, and Terraforming. So I don't even need Starlight Road because he can't play Heavy Storm on me. He can't Dark Hole me. And I've got 2 counters for monsters that he could potentially summon. I feel like I'm in a pretty good position right now. He's going to summon, let's see what he's going to summon. He's going to summon the little Cyber Dragon of the Evil Swarm deck, the little plant guy. He has like 1500 attack or whatever. I feel pretty good because I know that not only can his Thunderbird not get over my Breaker, but he has to go for an Exceed play. Me having Bottomless and Evac Device set, I know that I can kill any Exceed that he makes. If he summons any Exceed monster, I'm just going to Bottomless it. And if he summons my Stroke, I can Evac it. So, he doesn't have any ways of getting my Breaker off the board that I can tell, unless somehow he gets like Dark Arm Dragon on me or something like that. I know Verge used to run that like way back in the day, but I don't think they run it anymore because you can't use it with Ophion. So he summons Bahamut, and I'm going to evac it back to the extra deck. I'm assuming that he did that over Ophion because he realized that the reward was a lot higher. Even if he made Ophion, it's not like it would have been able to use the Infestation virus anyway. So anyways, he sets a card knowing that I could just blow it up with Breaker. So, I was hoping maybe it would be a bluff, but it ends up being like the perfect trap, Fiendish Chain. So I'm going to play Spellbook of Wisdom so that I can get some damage in. Unbeknownst to me, I did not realize that Spellbook of Wisdom will re-equip itself to Breaker. I thought when it missed its target, it just sat on the field like meaninglessly, but it does not. So actually my Breaker is 1600. It should not have that counter on it. He summons his next Evil Swarm monster. I don't know what this guy's name is. I think it starts with the letter C. I know what its effect is. You get the banish 1 Evil Swarm monster from your graveyard to add 1 to your hand, and then you get an extra normal summon because like every monster in their fucking deck gives you an extra normal summon, I swear. He's going to get the Thunderbird back to his hand, so, obviously that sucks because I can't Bottomless it. He tries to activate Rhoda and go straight into his deck, obviously wanting to get like Caster, and I'm like, dude, fucking read Spellcaster Village. Like, I constantly have people activating cards when they cannot activate them. So he puts the Rhoda back into his hand, and now he's going to summon Thunderbird. He kind of thinks for a second, and I guess wanting to see maybe if I'm going to make a play or whatever. I don't understand why he didn't just use Thunderbird and straight attacking the breaker and like force me to use a card, because I didn't have one. But he goes straight for the Exceed play, going for Ophion, and yeah, I'm just going to bottomless that. You know, Ophion doesn't have any protection from bottomless, and he can't use Pandemic Virus, so whatever. I top deck Kaiku. I try to remove my counter for breaker again. Once again, not knowing that Phoenix Chain is on my monster, he tells me, and I'm like, all right, well, whatever. I'm just gonna press through. I'm gonna activate that Monster Born, targeting his Thunderbird, so that I can get, you know, some protection in case he has like Torrential Tribute or Mirror Force. He doesn't have any answers to my plays, so, and I thought about this for a while. I decided to go ahead and make Utopia, and my reasoning behind this, instead of like Direwolf or My Stroke, is because, you know, Direwolf would have fell into the bottomless too, but you know what Utopia does that the other cards don't do is it gives protection for my Kaiku. You know, I already know he can't Dark Hole me, so outside of running over my monster, what can he really do? And it was the right play. He probably had a bunch of spells in his hand, and he knew that he couldn't get over the field that I made, so he ends up scooping it up. So yeah, Spelly Stun is whooping ass right now.